Hi, I'm Barbara Seelig Brown, and this is Tom Beyer. Welcome to Stress-Free Cooking. Today, we're going to share with you some of our wonderful food experiences. And we've had some great ones, haven't we?
We have enjoyed them.
For instance, this past summer, we went to the Food and Wine Classic in Aspen, and we had a wonderful time. We discovered some interesting foodstuffs, and we also discovered some fabulous wines, which we're gonna share with you throughout the show. The first thing that we want to do is share with you a champagne that we discovered there from Palmer and Company, and it's really a wonderful champagne. It's so rich, it has some really, woo, that's always a good sound, isn't it?
Good sound.
And that was well done. Palmer and Company champagne exhibits elegance, balance, freshness, and purity. It's mainly from Chardonnay grapes, Pinot Noir, and Pinot Meunier. It also exhibits wonderful fullness and maturity with notes of citrus, pear, apricot, and brioche. Cheers. So let's have a little toast to the Aspen Food and Wine Classic. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, wonderful.
That's fabulous.
Rich, well balanced. I get some apple, some brioche. Do you get that creaminess?
Yeah, that's terrific.
It's wonderful. So we're glad to share this champagne from Palmer and Company with you, and we hope you'll also enjoy it. The next thing that I want to do, Tom, is talk a little bit about the hot honey that we discovered in Aspen. So we have some cheese here, and when we were walking around the Grand Tasting Tent in Aspen, we discovered ours hot Southern honey, and it really is hot. It has a nice little kick to it, and it's fabulous on cheese. You can use it for many other things. You could put it on grilled chicken. You can do a lot with it, but we like it simply as an afternoon snack with our cheese.
And wine.
And wine and champagne. Delicious, isn't it? And it really has a kick. We have hot and we have mild, but you know, it's really up to you which one you like the best. So that being said, one of our other wonderful food experiences was we were in Miami and I met a lady who was working for Egregio olive oil, and she gave me a private tasting, and I absolutely love the oil. So that was another experience that we want to share with you. So Tom and I are going to taste Egregio extra virgin olive oils. There's an organic, an intense, and a delicate. What I love about Egregio extra virgin olive oils is that they are farm to table. They are from the largest Spanish olive oil co-op in Spain. There's a lot of traceability because they have some of the best producers, and they are one of the largest producers of Spanish extra virgin olive oils. One of the advantages of Egregio is that it's an early harvest, so there's less oil, but the quality is better, and there are higher polyphenols because they harvest early. The IOCC standards are 0.8% or less acidity, and Egregio is even less than that. They've won lots of gold medals, and their taste is absolutely delicious. So we'll be tasting all three of their delicious oils. If you're interested in purchasing the oils, you can go to egregio.store, and you'll see a place to put in a code, stress-free10, and you can save 10% on Egregio extra virgin olive oils.
The organic olive oil is from organic groves. The olives are mostly Hoja Blanca and Pickerel varieties. It's a well-balanced, fruity with green olives, green grass, artichokes, and ripe fruit. It's harmonious in the mouth. Spicy and bitter components are complemented with sweetness. Great with green salads, fresh cheeses, and cold soups.
The intense variety is mainly from Hoja Blanca olives, which are harvested early and they are still green, which gives it a very intense color. The notes are freshly cut grass and green fruits, which are balanced with a pleasant bitterness. It's recommended for breads, salads, and pastas.
The delicate variety. This extra virgin olive oil is made from predominantly Arbequina olives harvested early and cold extracted, resulting in an oil that is very smooth and delicate with an aroma of freshly cut grass. On the palate, apple and almonds are noted with an elegant balance of bitterness and spiciness. This is a very versatile oil to be used for cooking or combined fresh with a variety of dishes from salad to rice and fine pastries.
So here, let's taste the delicate.
Taste this.
Okay, so what we want to do is cup the glass in your hand and cover it. It's a lot like wine. It's a lot like tasting wine. And grapes and olives have a lot in common, that each variety makes a different taste profile. So once this warmed up and the aroma is captured in the glass, we take a nice big sniff. Smells wonderful.
It does smell wonderful.
Take a big sip and bring in some air. And then you get a swallow.
It's delicious.
And you get all those great flavors of the olive oil. And that's how you taste extra virgin olive oils. I could smell the difference in
Yeah, I can
the
too,
delicate
yeah.
to the intense. Take a sip. All those very intense
Yeah,
flavors.
It's very nice.
Wonderful. Okay, now let's taste the organic. Again, you want to warm it up, okay? And then we're going to cover it so that we retain all those great aromas. I think the organic is a little creamier.
Yeah, that is creamy. I can
Delicious.
feel it buttery on my lips.
But these oils are wonderful. They're very flavorful and they're very high quality. The next thing we're going to do is make a fantastic chicken dish with these oils. So our chicken dish will consist of a grilled piece of chicken breast, then we'll top it with a grilled piece of eggplant, portobello mushrooms, zucchini, and a fresh slice of tomato, and some cheese, of course, to add that extra goodness. So the first thing I want to do is pound my chicken breast. So I have 2 pieces of parchment paper, and I'm going to pound the chicken between 2 pieces of parchment paper. The only reason I'm pounding it is to make it even thickness. So you start in the middle and you work your way out towards the edges of the chicken. And then just take a peek. And once it's even thickness, we're all done. Okay, so that's finished. So I'm going to season the chicken with salt, pepper, and extra virgin olive oil while Tom starts preparing our vegetables.
I'll cut some vegetables.
All right.
So, zucchini.
So we need nice round slices of zucchini. And I have salt and pepper here, which I have combined in a small bowl. And I'm just going to sprinkle over my chicken breast and rub it in. I have a damp towel back here to wash my hands on. And for this dish, I'm going to use some Egregio Intense olive oil. So when we're grilling, inside or outside, it doesn't matter. We put the oil on the food, not on the grill. Okay? So into the grill pan we go with the chicken. We just need 3 or 4 slices of that. Okay? And then Tom, we're gonna brush that eggplant and the zucchini with extra virgin olive oil. And for this, we'll use the fruity. And that tomato looks great. Nice fresh Jersey tomato
from the farm stand.
from the farm stand.
They're excellent this time of year.
Okay, so the chicken needs to grill about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. And while that's grilling on the first side, we're gonna get the vegetables ready by brushing them with extra virgin olive oil. We're using the Egregio fruity. It's a nice complement to the vegetables. Probably 2 of those is enough, Tom, because that's a big eggplant. We just need to sit it in the center here. Okay. And when I turn this, I'll make more room for the eggplant. So we could use another minute or 2 here. And then we need to brush the zucchini. The tomato we don't really need to do anything to because we want that nice and fresh. And then I'm going to show you what to do with the portobello mushrooms as soon as we get the eggplant and the zucchini in the pan. So this looks good. It's getting a nice golden brown on it. Tom, could I have some of that eggplant? Thank you. Okay, right into the grill pan. Okay, and a couple slices of zucchini when they're done. Thank you. I have room for, I think, 2 more here.
2 more.
Thank you. So I'm going to let this cook a minute or 2, and we're going to take a look at those portobello mushrooms. So Tom, if you could hand me that plate with the portobellos, we'll talk about preparing them. So all we need to do is take out the stem, and then we're going to remove the gills with a spoon. And the reason I'm doing this is just to keep the portobellos from exuding a dark, muddy liquid. So our dish will just look a lot better. If you could brush that on both sides. Okay, so again, you remove the stem and you remove the gills, and it makes it just a nicer presentation. And they're very easy to get out. Something else that also works great is a grapefruit spoon, which is one of those serrated teaspoons. That works really well, but not absolutely necessary that you have that. Okay? So we're going to let this cook a minute to make some room for my portobellos. Cakebread Cellars was founded in 1973 by Jack and Dolores Cakebread. Now the second generation of Cakebreads are running the winery. Cakebread has been known for its unparalleled wines and its gracious hospitality.
Mainly in the Napa Valley and the North Coast. You can visit the winery or watch for Cakebread events in your area. With an enduring commitment to quality, the belief that life's occasions are elevated by good people, good food, and good wine flows through everything they do.
The Cakebreads take great pride in sharing their family with our families. It looks like our eggplant and our zucchini are done. So I've made room for the portobello. So Tom, if you'd hand me those portobello mushrooms, we'll set this aside. The chicken needs just another minute or 2. And that'll finish to cook while the portobellos cook. Okay. So we will just give these a few minutes. And I'm going to sprinkle a little salt and pepper on the portobellos. And once this is all cooked, then we just stack everything up. It looks really pretty. We'll put a little bit of cheese on, sprinkle a little freshly grated Parmesan cheese on top, and we'll serve it over a bed of arugula that's just simply dressed with a little olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and salt and pepper. So it looks like everything is cooked. So we'll remove this from the grill pan. And then we'll start assembling our chicken portobello stacks. So let me remove that. Okay, great. So the first thing we're gonna do, thank you, Tom, is put the chicken on the plate. And then an eggplant. I'm just gonna go by size here. So eggplant is the next largest item. Then we will put our portobellos and some zucchini. And then Tom, you can top this with a tomato slice. First, some salt and pepper. Okay. And that'll bring out the juice of the tomato. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of extra virgin olive oil. Let's use the organic for this. We'll drizzle this with a little extra virgin olive oil. And then I'm gonna have you sprinkle a little Parmigiano Reggiano on top of this. We need to make some room, so we'll clean up our eggplant and zucchini, and we will work on the arugula salad. Crave Brothers is a family-run business producing award-winning mozzarella and many other farmstead cheeses.
Their mozzarella and marinated mozzarella are fresh and light, and their mascarpone is velvety smooth. They also produce cheddar cheese curds, which are great for snacking. Their cheese is green energy produced and made from fresh, high-quality milk from their own dairy farm.
You can find their cheeses at www.cravecheese.com and many other national retailers. We're sure you'll enjoy these cheeses as much as we do. So to plate my dish, I like to have something else on the plate besides the chicken. So we're gonna make a little arugula salad with some balsamic vinegar. Just once around with that. A pinch of salt and pepper. And then I'm going to use my organic olive oil. And we'll go around twice with that. And give it a toss. And here are my tossing spoons. So keeping it simple because we have a lot going on with our chicken dish.
We do.
And also we have a really nice accent from the Parmigiano Reggiano. So let's take some of our arugula. And arugula is a green that is spicy. It has a little bit of a peppery flavor to it. So I thought it would be a nice complement to this chicken. We could also have used baby spinach.
Spinach would have been nice with this also.
Yes, that would have been great. So we're done with that. And we'll just take one of these chicken breasts and place it on top of this. And we have a great chicken portobello, eggplant, zucchini, and tomato stack.
It's beautiful to look at too.
And it tastes great,
yeah,
right?
It's terrific.
But the other thing that I'd like to mention about this dish is this could easily be vegetarian because you could make this dish without the chicken breast and maybe add a little more cheese for protein and you could have a vegetarian dish. So we make this a lot for our friends. It's something a little different. It also makes a nice presentation and it could be done ahead and simply reheated. So we're going to give that a taste, but first, what wine have you picked out, Tom?
I'd like to open another wine we were introduced at in Aspen called The Prisoner.
The Prisoner is from Premier Vineyards in California. It was planted by the Italian immigrants in Napa Valley. It consists of Zinfandel, Cabernet Sauvignon, Petit Syrah, and Charbonneau. Charbonneau is not quite as common in California wines, but I do love that varietal. You'll find that you'll get hints of Bing cherry, ripe raspberry, red fruits, dark chocolate, roasted fig, vanilla, and just a little bit of oak. So it's a really wonderful, versatile red blend.
We're going to pour our Prisoner into our stress-free wine glasses that we got out at Aspen.
Yes, the South Adelaide from Australia had a lovely presentation on the cube. And so they gave us wine glasses with Adelaide on one side and stress-free cooking on the other. They're really fun to use. We relive our Aspen moments with these. Cheers. And it's so full-bodied and so rich.
That is rich.
I really love it. The charbonneau in this gives it such a nice, different flavor. I really smell those red fruits, the raspberry and the fig. I think it'll be perfect with our chicken.
That's delicious one.
So let's take a taste of our chicken. Let's see if I can give you a little bit of everything. Or at least most.
Most of it.
Most of it.
Yes.
There you go.
That's so good. The chicken's so tender.
Everything's fresh.
Vegetables fresh. The cheese just absolutely wonderful. Very good. Terrific. As you can see, we had a wonderful time at the Food and Wine Classic in Aspen, and we are so happy to be able to share with you the wines that we discovered there, all the great tastes and flavors from Aspen Food and Wine. It's been deemed one of the fanciest food events in the country, and you'll see lots of leading sommeliers and top chefs that will be doing seminars and presentations over the course of 3 days. I hope you'll find time to attend the Food and Wine Classic in Aspen. It will be June 19th to 21st, 2020. Another food event that we attended this summer was the Fancy Food Show in New York City at Javits. And we had some wonderful experiences walking around, learning about new food trends. And our friends Crave Brothers were there, so we had a chance to chat with them, and we have a little video of our time with Crave Brothers. Hi, today Tom Byer and I are at this Fancy Food Show at Javits in New York, and we're visiting the booth of one of our absolutely very favorite cheese companies, Crave Brothers Cheese. We use Crave Brothers Cheese on our show, Stress Free Cooking, all the time, and we love it, don't we? We love it.
It is absolutely one of the best tasting cheeses, but I also love the story because it's a family-run business and the cheese is truly farm to table. And at Stress Free Cooking, we like everything to be fresh, and the quality of our ingredients is super important to us. So I want you to hear from the Crave family exactly what this is all about.
Right. Hello, I'm George Crave from Crave Brothers. I'm one of the 4 Crave Brothers that operates Crave Brothers Farm and Farmstead Cheese in Waterloo, Wisconsin, where we talk about crops to cows, cheese to the consumer, and it means from the corn, the alfalfa, feeding the cows milk, that is pipelined to the cheese factory, where we make our fresh mozzarella, our mascarpone, our mozzarella balls, backpack balls, and then our Wisconsin favorite, fresh cheese curds. We have an assortment of fresh mozzarellas, from our little Perolinis, our backpack logs and balls, to our marinated fresh mozzarella. It's very popular also. And we also make the great fresh sweet cream mascarpone.
I love that mascarpone. Don't you love it?
I do, and we have many wonderful recipe ideas. You brought us some. We love that. Thank you for that. And our own website, we have lots of fun ideas, from soups and pizzas to your classic desserts with mascarpone.
And I know a lot of people love dessert, so it's a great place to go.
Cravecheese.com. How wonderful is
That is
that?
great. Shall we taste?
I hope you do. Start with some marinated fresh mozzarella. It's our own special blend of olive oil, canola oil, spices. It's an appetizer in a cup.
Oh, great. And I think Tom probably would love to try that.
I'm the expert on
He's
it.
the expert on marinated mozzarella. How is it?
Delicious.
Delicious?
Yeah, it's so easy. You have the container here, the blends of herbs and spices. And I say, it should be co-marketed next to toothpicks because you open it up and you have toothpicks and you have an appetizer. It's just that easy.
Or grape tomatoes.
Right.
That
Exactly.
works really well too.
Yes.
And this is a really nice way to serve this. It's something small. I like that. One bite or 2 bites is great because people don't end up with it on their blouse.
And that's called perlini, pearl-sized fresh mozzarella, and it's wonderful for salads and pastas and sprinkle in soups, or you can skewer them.
Yeah.
I always say it's the size of a pearl a woman would want.
Absolutely. And we actually used this on our breakfast souffle on the show one day, and it melted beautifully. It was really wonderful. So I think we need to try this mascarpone. Now we did a pasta with wild mushrooms and mascarpone on the show, and that was really great.
We have a favorite chocolate mascarpone pie also. It's just chocolate mascarpone in Kahlua or bourbon in an Oreo cookie crust. Wonderful.
That sounds great.
It makes great sauces, desserts. You mix a little bit of lemon curd, limoncello maybe, and then you build some cannolis or make some cookies, and really makes different sauces. It's way beyond tiramisu, is what we like to say it, just use your creativity and think of different ways to use it.
You're just giving me a great idea. I have a recipe in one of my books for a nut-crusted fruit tart, and I normally use light cream cheese, but I am going to make that fruit tart using that mascarpone.
And then you're going to send us the recipe.
Absolutely.
And we can't wait.
And I think I'm going to put some limoncello in there too. So
Good.
And before we leave, Debbie, I would just love it if you would tell us where we can find your cheese.
Okay, our wonderful cheeses are sold at Whole Foods stores across the country and online at cravecheese.com.
Thank you so much, and I hope that everyone gets to enjoy your cheeses as much as Tom and I do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
We want to thank you very much for joining us today on Stress Free Cooking. Tom, I thank you for all your hard work opening all those great wines.
Somebody's got to do it.
You could find us on Instagram at Stress Free Cook, on Facebook, Stress Free Cooking with host Barbara Seelig Brown. We have a website, stressfreecooking.com, of course, and we hope you'll join us again. Thank you for watching.